So we are live. 1 minute. What's going on, investors? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be showing you guys, I'm going to be using ARK Invest Genomic Revolution ETF fund as an example of 20 best genomic stocks to buy. Okay, because in ARK Invest fund, you guys can find at least 48 stocks. So we are going to be talking about some of these stocks. We are going to be doing fundamental and technical analysis. I'm going to be spending a minimum of 5 minutes per stock and a maximum of 10 minutes per stock. So this live stream is going to be a little bit longer. Now we are going to be taking a look at the financial of each companies. Okay, talking about fundamental analysis. We are going to take a look at how much they have, their most recent earnings report, and then we are going to take a look at if they are profitable or not, how much cash they have, and because we have to, we have recession according to some experts. 2023, we are going to be, entering recession, and we want to make sure that the company is strong enough. So we are going to take a look at, how much cash they have at hand. And then, if they can survive this coming recession or not. We're going to take a look at their profitability, if they are not yet a profitable company, when they are expected to be profitable. And then we are going to take a look at their product. Okay, what kind of product are they selling? Is it something that is revolutionizing? Okay, something that can change the world, just like Tesla, for example, how, they started the EV revolution. We are going to take a look at that. Then we can perhaps take a look at the management, the CEO, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be a very fast analysis. And then, you guys can go ahead and do your own due diligence and decide if such a company is worth putting your money into or not. So we are going to be using ARK Invest ETF as an example. If time allows, then we can dive into some extra stocks, and then we can talk about other companies that are into genomics. Okay, of course, if you take a look at the ARK Genomics ETF Revolution Fund, there is no Bionano Genomics here. So of course, we are going to be talking about some stocks that you guys cannot find in the ARK ETF, such as Bionano Genomics as well. But this is where we're going to be starting, guys. We are going to take a look at the first 10 stocks, okay, in ARK Invest, and we are going to do some kind of fundamental analysis, technical analysis, take a look at where the price is, because in my opinion, if you guys take a look at where ARK Genomics ETF is right now, okay, because if you take a look at their, let's quickly take a look at where ARKG is, okay, year to date, how much they have lost so far. In my opinion, we are at the bottom, and then we are at the beginning of something that I believe is going to be massive, okay, at the beginning of a massive bullish run, okay. Now, this is what ARK Genomics funds looks like. You guys can see the year to date performance. I mean, it's been horrible so far, okay. The past, since the beginning of 2021, you guys can see it used to trade around, that is around $114, but right now it is trading around $32. So in my opinion, I believe now could be the best time, okay, to buy some of the companies in this ARK Genomic Fund, okay. So that is of course why we are here. Technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and so on and so forth. So let's get started, guys. Let's get it started. Now, the first one in the ARK Genomic Fund ETF is the Exact Sciences Corporation, okay. Exact. What we just have to do is to do a very quick, okay, Google search on Exact. You can easily go to their homepage. So this is where we're going to be starting from. Now I'm going to reduce my own video, but you guys, I'm going to leave it like this so that you guys can know that I'm still here. Okay, you guys can see me. So this is Exact, guys. I'm just going to reject all their cookies. This is Exact Sciences, okay, the first stock in the ARK Genomic ETF fund. Okay, they have, let me say how many percentage they have. This weight around 13.43% in ARKG. 13.43% is massive. Okay, this is even higher than what they put in Tesla. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we go to the investor relations, okay, then we go to their press releases. We have to look for their most recent earnings. I want this video to be as quick as possible. I want us to cover over 20 stocks, okay. So Exact Science announces preliminary fourth quarter 2022 results. Take a look at this, guys. Expected total fourth quarter revenue including C19 testing increased 28%. Okay, so 28%. These are some key points. Okay, we're going to make this very fast. Compared to the fourth quarter of 2021, with screening revenue of 401,000 to 402, that is millions, guys, 401 and 402 million US, and precision oncology revenue of 140 something. So they brought in this amount. Expected total 2022 excluding C19 testing, increased 25%. So if you are analyzing any stock, you just want to see how they are growing, okay? So they increased by 25% compared to 2021, with screening revenue 1.4 billion, 1.4 I think this is 1.4 billion US dollars, and precision oncology revenue 601 to 602. Okay, this is in million. Adjusted EBITDA, yada 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 yada. So this is their total revenue, guys. So you guys can see. Now you want to take a look at how much, okay, they spent. Okay, total revenue between 550 to 552 million US dollars. That is what they are expecting for the 3-month period ended December 31st, as compared to the same period 2021. Okay, this is what they are expecting. That's a lot of money, guys. Screening revenue, precision oncology, yada yada, preliminary unaudited 2022 financial results. So total revenue came in at billions. Look at that, guys. 2 billion US dollars, an increase of 18%. This, in my opinion, is still very decent, guys, or 25% excluding C19 testing. This, in my opinion, is very decent. Remember, this is the #1 stock in the ARK G. Okay, #1 stock. Now, screening revenue, we don't need that, we don't need this. Now let's take a look at their expenses. Okay, not to waste your time, you just have to try and search and see if they release anything about expenses. So they didn't say anything about expenses. And then you have to take a look at the cash at hand. Nothing about cash at hand, how much they have in cash, nothing about that. So now the question is, what exactly is this company into? Okay, but first of all, we need to find out how much cash they have at hand. So what we have to do is we have to go to Google and take a look at how much they reported during the 3rd quarter, okay, earnings of 2021. Exact Sciences 3rd quarter, because that one is the preliminary of 4th quarter. 3rd quarter earnings 2021. Okay, 2021. I want to know how much they have in cash, because recession is coming. You want to be sure that this company can at least, you know, survive the next the recession. So all you just have to do is do a quick Google search, cash. Now you guys can see in the 3rd quarter, this company cash equivalents and marketable securities were 1.2 billion US dollars at the end of the quarter. So they have 1.2 billion US dollars at the end of the 3rd quarter. Now you have to take a look at their expenses. Okay, how much they spent, total expenses. Okay, expenses. Now if you go down, you guys can see right here. So total operating expenses 218. I think this is 618. I think this is in million. 618 million US dollars, guys. That is insane. Loss of operation. So so I think they were not profitable in the 3rd quarter. Okay, loss of operation 618. Total expenses. Revenue. Okay, this is their total revenue. Operating expenses, this is how much they spent. The other income, yada yada yada, income, net loss before tax 170. So I think they are not yet a profitable company, even though this is #1 company in the ARK Genomic Fund. So what we have to do is we have to look for Exact Sciences Corporation. Exact, this is their ticker, EXAS. I think I have about a few minutes left on this stock. So you have to go down and see. So they reported they beat estimate in the 1st quarter of last year. 2nd quarter they beat estimate. 3rd quarter they beat the estimate, and then the 4th quarter you should expect them to beat estimate as well in the 4th quarter. Okay, you guys can see. But if you take a look at their revenue, the revenue has been growing steadily. No wonder ARK Invest is going crazy. But earnings, you guys can see that it is negative. So literally, I think they are not making money so far. Okay, I think this is not yet a profitable company. So how much do you have? Yada yada, zak as we stock market gains, yada yada. Now let's take a look at the stock price of the price action of this stock. Okay, now you guys can see that, like I have been sharing with my patrons, I think ARK Genomic Fund, okay, this ETF is at the bottom. Okay, if you take a look at this, you can see that they used to trade around 157 US dollars, okay, back in January 2021. Then they dipped all the way to about 30 US dollars. That is about 70%, over 70%, I believe, from the top, from 150 all the way to 30 US dollars. So some people got in after the 3rd report earnings. They got into this stock, and then you guys can see how much they have made so far. And also, if you take a look at this, you can see that the volume is growing, okay, since the beginning of this year, since last week, let's say, because this is the daily candlestick, the volume has been green. You guys can see what has been going on after they dropped their preliminary report for the fourth quarter. I think investors love it. So that is it. Now let's take a look at what exactly this company does, and then we can round it up. So hopefully you guys have learned, you know, one or two things about this company, and then, you know, you can do your own further due diligence if you want to put money into this stock, for example. So so what we have: Exact Innovative Sciences, digital press release, our team, board of leader, company history, contact us. I want to look for, you know, their products. Hopefully their website is pipeline and data. So if you guys are wondering what exactly they do, you have to go into their pipeline, breast radiation score, Colo Guide 2.0. These are most of their product. Okay, you guys can see right here our test. They provide all these tests as well for, you know, they have a lot on their hand, guys. I mean, these guys are into a lot of things. Okay, this is not just talking about Bionano Genomics, okay, analyzing genomes, yada yada, you know, 2 devices and so on and so forth. You guys can see how many things these guys have going on for them. Breast radiation score, Colo Guide 2.0, colorectal cancer blood, multi-cancer early detection, minimal residual disease. And you guys will be surprised that this company they could be using, you know, technology from the likes of, you know, Bionano Genomics or Pacific Bioscience of California to analyze, you know, DNA, to sequence DNA, or to analyze genomes. So our test, multi-cancer early detection, is a new kind of blood test that can find cancer at its earliest stages. So these are the kind of things that, you know, these guys are doing. Okay, detect a study. They have some kind of, you know, this. So I think that is that about Exact Sciences. Now, would I, you know, recommend buying Exact or not? You know, like I already shared with you guys the price action. You guys can see that, you know, the market cap is $12.2 billion US, the volume is $2.6 million US, and then, you know, you have the full the rally that started. This is the daily candlestick. You guys can see that it is back in a bullish rally. Okay, that is just, if you take a look at the moving averages, you can see that the 200 daily moving average is becoming flat. Meanwhile, the 50 daily moving average has crossed the 150 daily moving average. So this is the beginning of a bullish run, and the price is already above 200. So we just need this moving average to turn upward, and then this is a sure buy. Okay, of course there could be some kind of, you know, retracement, and if I were to invest in this company, for example, I would wait for a retracement. Okay, if I say retracement, let's say the price gets to around $77 US. Right now it's closed at $68 US on Friday. If the price gets to 77, you would wait for it to bounce back a little bit, and then, you know, you can ride it back up. But you guys can see this looks like a double bottom on the weekly, and the rally looks very strong. Okay, on the weekly and on the daily it looks super strong. So that is that about that. Exact Sciences Corporation, the ticker EXAS. So I'm just going to put that in the comment section. Done. EXAS. So now we are just going to go ahead and talk about the next stock. The next stock in ARK Genomic ETF fund, okay, is Pacific Biosciences of California. I still want to make a different video about this company because there is a breaking news about Pac Bio. I already shared a lot of information about Pac Bio, you know, with you channel members and you my subscribers, and you guys already know my stance on Pac Bio. Okay, this is Pac Bio, guys. So let's talk about Pacific Biosciences of California, if now is a good time to put money in this company or not. Okay, we are going to take a look at the fundamental analysis, then we are going to talk about the technical analysis. We are going to take a look at the product they have in their pipeline. Okay, we are going to take a look at the profitability, if they are profitable or not. We are going to take a look at the expenses, their most recent, you know, earnings report, you know, how much they made, how much is their expenses, and so on and so forth. And then we can take a look at the price action, if there is a breakout going on or not. So that is what we are going to be doing in this video. Let's get to it. Now, this is Pacific Biosciences of California. the first thing you have to do, of course, is to take a look at their most recent earnings. So we just have to go to their press releases and see what they spoke about, okay, most recently. Now, this is it right here. Pac Bio announces record orders, including orders for 76 review systems received in the fourth quarter of 2022. Okay, now they have two products, okay, but the first thing we want to do in this earnings is how much are they expected. Now, received order for 76 instruments. Wait a minute, guys. This is preliminary report. What we have to do is we have to go to Google and search for Pac Bio 2022 third quarter earnings. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Pac Bio 2022, because we don't want to talk about preliminary report. Q3 2022 earnings. So that's what we have to do. So Pac Bio announces third quarter 2022 financial results. Now, this is where we are going to be starting from, guys. Okay. Now, total revenue in the third quarter was $32.3 million US. That is how much Pac Bio reported in the third quarter of 2022, a 7% decrease compared with $34.9 million US in the prior year. So they kind of came down in the third quarter of last year. Okay, so instrument revenue $11.4 million US compared with $15.6 million US in the prior year. They also came down on these, and then you go ahead, consumable. They went up a little bit on consumable, and then installed base 494 sequel 2 and 2E systems as of September 30th, 2022, compared with 326. So they increased the number of devices that they installed. Okay, and then gross profits, yada yada. Now let's take a look at how much cash they have at hand. If you want to take a look at the cash they have at hand, you just have to go down a little bit. Cash equivalents, and investments, excluding short and long-term restricted cash, as at September 30th, 2022, totaled $834 million US. Okay, so the reason why I want us to also talk about cash is because, according to some experts, we are going to be seeing some kind of recession in 2023. So we want to make sure that any company that we put our money, they have enough money to run their business for the next at least 2 years until we get out of this recession. So they have this money in cash, okay, and then announce. Now, this is what the CEO said about that decline in total revenue in the third quarter of 2022. He said, I quote, "It is a historical moment at Pac Bio as we prepare the launch of 2 new groundbreaking sequencing platforms in the first half of 2023. Review, our new long-read sequencing system, can enable scientists to sequence thousands of complete whole genome economically." And then he went ahead. Also, our first short-read sequencing platform has the potential to provide industry-leading accuracy, allowing researchers to interrogate biology at unprecedented levels. We believe customers' anticipation of a new long-read platform drove delays in instrument purchases. So this is the reason why I believe Pac Bio, reported lower number in the third quarter. However, we were encouraged by their feedback and excitement for both platforms and how these systems can accelerate their research. I am also looking forward to sharing more details, yada 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 yada. No, so that is why they reported negative earnings. We talk about their cash. What about their expenses? How much did they spend in the third quarter of last year, so that we can know what we are getting ourselves into? Now, this is the gap. No numbers there. I need to make some searches. So if you go down further, you can see their total expenses, major expenses, accrued expenses, liability and stockholder equity. So gap net income, major loss, major. We need to go back up a little bit. Okay, I want to see how much they blasted in the third quarter of last year. So nothing like that, right? It's longer than I expected. I think they are spending somewhere 2021, September 30th, 2022. It's not here. $36 million, 88 total operating expenses, $88 million US. I think this is it right here. Okay, so this is their losses, $74 million. You guys can see how much they are spending, guys. They are spending a lot of money. Okay, and then 2022 September 30th, January 30th, 3 months ended. So $88 million US. I mean, that's a lot of money. So they have enough money at hand, about 800 and something million US dollars as at third quarter of last year, and then they have they reported, according to according to this most recent press release, okay, including they announced record orders of the next generation sequencing devices. 76 Revio systems received in the fourth quarter of 2022. So investors perhaps loves this news right here. Okay, I mean and also I shared something with my patrons. I think I should share it with you guys. Okay, I'll try and share it with you guys. I shared something with my patrons. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Okay, just give me a second. I want to talk about the profitability of Pac Bio. Okay, because Pac Bio is expected to be profitable in the next couple of years. Okay, in 2026. Let me see if I can find it, guys. Just give me a second. I'm going to look for it. I shared it with my Patreon, and I told them that Pac Bio is expected to be profitable very soon. Meanwhile, we don't have any news about that from Bionano Genomics. Okay, so this is it. I just have to open it and share it with you guys. So we have it here. All right, so this is it, guys. Now, this is something that the likes of Bionano Genomics doesn't have. Okay, I mean, Pac Bio is expected. Key takeaways from today's presentation. There was a presentation of Pac Bio at JP Morgan. Okay, and you guys can see right here, Pac Bio said, we have a strong balance sheet and intend to become cash flow positive during 2026. Okay, for those of you that are invested in Bionano Genomics, we all know that Bngo, there is still no path to profitability for Bionano Genomics. Okay, meanwhile, Pac Bio already has a path to profitability, and you guys already know that profitability is something that is very, very important. Okay, in this all this genomics sector and so on and so forth. Just give me a second. I want to open something. Just a second. So Pac Bio has a path to profitability. Meanwhile, Bionano Genomics is yet to have a path to profitability. So that is one thing that I wanted to share with you guys in this video, and I think that's also a breaking news. I'm still going to talk about that. I'm going to make a separate video about this news that you guys are seeing right here. Okay, and look at that. Revio, our transformative long-read system exceeds our order expectations with 76 systems ordered in Q4. Also, our highly accurate short-read system is receiving excellent feedback in beta. Customers and ecosystem partners are increasingly working with Pac Bio across a range of applications to drive adoption. And then we have a strong balance sheet and intend to become cash flow positive during 2026. That is Pac Bio. Okay, they have a path to profitability. They have enough cash at hand. Okay, and their expenses, their revenue, you guys can see they are making. This is how much Bionano Genomics made in 1 year. Pac Bio is making it in 1 month. And if you take a look at the path to profitability, it means they expect this revenue to be above to be millions of US dollars, okay, per quarter. Okay, this is 1 quarter, 32 million US dollars. Perhaps their target is maybe 150 million US dollars per quarter in 2026. So that is that about Pac Bio. Now let's take a look at the price action of Pac Bio, and then we can end this Pac Bio part of the video. Then we can talk about another stock, okay, because in this video, in this live stream, I want to talk about as many genomic stocks as possible and let you guys decide for yourself if you want to put your money in any of those companies. Okay, so this is Pacific Biosciences of California, ticker Pac Bio. The price action of Pac Bio is very similar to that of on the likes of Bionano Genomics and so on and so forth. But you guys can see right here, Pac Bio also seems to have found a bottom. It came here, created some kind of head and shoulder. Okay, so is there a breakout going on presently at Pac Bio? If you take a look at the dailies, you guys can clearly see that there is a breakout happening. Excuse me. On the dailies, you can see the breakout happening with Pac Bio. Okay, you can see the breakout. It's been going up since over 1 week now. The stock has been going higher. So literally, if you buy Pac Bio almost every day, you are going to be making profit. Okay, that is what is happening with Pac Bio at the moment. Okay, you guys can see the breakout now. If you take a look at the weekly, okay, is it a good time to buy Pac Bio on weekly. Let's take a look at the weekly, what has been going on with this candlestick on a weekly basis. Now this is what is going on with Pac Bio. If you want to take a look at it like this or like this, you can easily tell that the trend is moving upward. It depends on how you want to draw it. Okay, you guys can already see that the price seems to be breaking out. Okay, and then on the weekly we have this strong price, this candlestick from last week. Okay, now if you want to take a look at the moving averages, okay, you guys can clearly see that the 150 daily moving average and the 200 daily moving average has crossed, and the moving averages are now bullish. You guys can see they are pointing to the upside. So that is that about Pac Bio. Now let's take a look at the next stock. Okay, the next stock in the ARK Genomic ETF fund. We have I don't know most of all these companies, guys. I only know the popular stocks, because I am focused more or less on this DNA side, optical genome mapping side. So most of all these companies, I have no idea about them, apart from the likes of Teledoc and some popular companies. But we are going to be diving into top 20 stocks in ARK Genomic fund. Then if you guys want me to analyze any stock, okay, let me know in the comment section, and then I can include it. Most of all these things that I am talking about right now, I'm still going to cut them out of this live stream, and I'm going to make separate videos. So literally you guys should expect like 20 videos from this live stream from me today. Okay, like 20 separate videos from this live stream. So now let's talk about Ionis Pharmaceuticals Inc. Okay, Ionis, let's take a look at this company. This is the third company in the ARK Genomic ETF fund. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take a look at the third quarter's earning. Okay, Q3 2022 results. That's the first thing we want. We want to know how much they have in cash, how much they spent, and how much they are making. Now Ionis earnings third quarter, let's take a look at that. Now we have I have checked this stock before. Ionis Q3 earnings and sales beat estimate. Stock is up. Ionis Pharmaceutical IONS reported a loss of 33 cents per share in third quarter 2022, narrower than the Zacks consensus estimate of a loss of 74 cents. Okay, in the year ago quarter, the company incurred a loss of 58 cents per share. So they are still not yet profitable. Okay, most of all these stocks in ARK Genomic funds are not profitable. Most of them, not all of them, of course. So now if you go further down, reported a total revenue of $160 million in the second quarter, up 20% per year over year due to, this is the second quarter earning, third quarter earnings. So why are they talking about the second quarter here? Now let's go further down. Look at that, guys, $160 million in the second quarter. So this company is clearly making a lot of money. Okay, for example, if you want to take a look at their market cap, okay, if we take a look at their market cap, Ionis, just click on the Ionis. Let's see if we can find it right here on the this or let me just go to my other page, take a look at their market cap and see what the company is worth. Okay, why ARK Invest is making them their number 3 in the ETF fund. So Ionis right here, guys, Ionis. Now so the market cap is $5.6 billion US, $5.6 billion US, and this is the price action, what has been going on with this company. Okay, so now $5.6 billion US, and they are making $160 million US per quarter. You guys can easily tell. And then we need to take a look at their expenses. Okay, how much they spend literally per quarter, how much are they spending. Adjusted operating expense is expected to be in the range of $825 million US to $850 million US. That is a lot. Research costs are expected to increase in the range of 25 to 30% in 2022 compared to 2021. The company, however, raised its cash and investment guidance to approximately $2 billion US from the previous guidance of $1.7 billion US. Okay, so $2 billion US, guys. This company is going nowhere. They have enough money. Now, this is their pipeline update, okay? But I don't want to go too deep into pipeline because I don't want to waste your time. Okay, they have a lot of things going on. You guys can easily go to their website. You can find more information about their pipeline, and we can also go there together and quickly take a look at their pipeline, okay, so that we don't waste too much time. But you already see they have enough money in cash. 2 billion, around 2 billion. I believe now they have maybe 1.7 billion US dollars. Okay, so Ionis, you just have to go to their about. What exactly is this company about? We are guided by world-class scientists and business leaders whose drive and passion to innovate is matched only by their commitment to deliver first-in-class and best-in-class medicines to the patients who need them. Now, if you go further down, building something greater ourselves, Ionis is building an yada yada. So this is their leadership team, executive team, board of director, and I mean, they could tell us more about them, but unfortunately, they didn't tell us a lot of things about them. Now, let's take a look at their pipeline. What exactly is their product? How do they make their money? The Ionis antisense pipeline. Okay, yada yada, the result 30 years, yada yada, search filter. Okay, so this is their pipeline. Cardio-renal. So you guys can see that they have some products in phase 3. Okay, pelacarsen, eplontersen. So they are doing most of all these things with all these companies right here. Novartis, AstraZeneca, Roche, all these big companies. So that's where most of their money is coming from, and they have a lot of products also in pipeline that are now in phase 2. Okay, so you guys can expect them. I think something is positive about their pipeline. You guys can already tell they have a lot of products coming into phase 3 very soon, and these 3 products in phase 3, for example, is going to be hitting the market or requesting for FDA approval any moment from now. So this looks good to me. And then they have metabolic. Okay, this one is under cardio-renal. Okay, now they have metabolic phase 3. They have some of them in this phase. Ionis they own this, and this one is with AstraZeneca, and then they have neurological. This one is already in registration, I think, for FDA approval or something like that. And then they have like 4 product other neurological in the phase 3. So this is good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, these guys are into too many things, but most of all these things are already in phase 3, which means it is working. Maybe not as perfect as their competitors, but those are some kind of things that you would do. If you want to learn more about this company, you look at their competitor, how this company stands out from their competitors, why ARK Genomics is making this their third holding in their ETF, and so on and so forth. So now let's take a look at the price action of this company, and then we can move on to the next stock. Okay, because we are just getting started, baby. This is the third stock that I am talking about today. I already spoke about Pac Bio, and so now in 2019, you guys can tell they have been going down since 2019. So if you want to invest in this company, for example, you have to find out why this stock has been selling off since 2019. Okay, instead of them going higher till January 2021, when all this inflation news started. Okay, most of all these companies started to go down from January 2021. But why is this company going down since 2019? So you have to find out. But if you take a look at the price action of this company, okay, this is the daily candlestick. The price is still under most of all the moving averages. So I don't think I would put my money right now into such company. I would wait. Okay, if the price moves above 200 daily moving average, like here, for example, this breakout, okay, I would add such stock, on this. Or if there is a retracement, I could add. Okay, if I already own this stock. Okay, now what you should be looking for in terms of price action is this price needs to get above. Okay, the price needs to get above this resistance right here. Okay, this right here, and then the moving averages, you guys can already tell the moving average is pointing upward, but I would wait for the price to get above all of these moving averages. Okay, because it's kind of, if you want to take a look at it from this point of view, you can say that it's pointing, it's more or less like upward trend. But then why did the price come down in September, October? Perhaps the earnings was not encouraging and investors took profits. If not, you could tell that while the stock market was going down heavily in 2022, this company was going higher. But why did they come down? I mean, you could investigate before you put your money in such company. So wait for a breakout to the upside before you can add this one. I'm going to give this one a pass. Now, the third company we're going to be talking about is all right, so there is Teledoc Inc, there's Schrodinger Inc, Adaptive Biosciences, Beam Therapeutics, KDX, Ginkgo. Let's quickly take a look at Teledoc. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be investing in Teledoc, but for technical analysis and fundamental analysis purpose, and for the purpose of this live stream, I'm going to be talking about them. I want to talk about the first 20 companies in ARK Genomic Fund. So we are still at number 4, and then I can talk about some other stocks, and then talk about Bionano Genomics, because I still have a lot of things I want to talk about Bngo as well. And then if you guys drop any stock in the comment section, I can also cover it. So let's see where my battery is going to die off today. Now let's continue. Teledoc analysis. So Teledoc, the first thing we want to do about Teledoc is to take a look at, first of all, their website. We're going to open their website on one side. Then we have to take a look at their third quarter earnings report, okay, third quarter 2022 results, okay, so that we can know how this company is doing, how much they make, how much they spend, how much they have at hand, okay, and if this company can survive in this coming recession, according to experts. Third quarter revenue grows 17% year over year. I mean, this is not wow. This is not wow. Year over year to $611 million US. This is a lot of money. Net loss totaled $73.5 million or 0.45. So this more or less not a profitable company. Adjusted EBITDA totaled $51.2 million US, and cash flow from operating activities was $63 million for the quarter and $137.7 million year to date. Okay, cash flow. Now, first thing you want to take a look at, of course, is how much they have at hand, cash at hand. So if you go further, you can see cash. The other cash and cash equivalents. Take a look at this cash and cash equivalents at the beginning of the period, $893 million US. Now, yeah, I believe that is in million. Cash and cash equivalents at end of the period, 899. I don't know if they raised some money. This is the 2022 9 months ended 2022. So that is it, guys. Okay. So if you take a look at the September 30th, 2021, okay, 800 and something. Now, cash and cash equivalent, that's how much they have at hand. Are they going to survive? Absolutely. I think this company is still going to survive the coming recession, okay. And are they profitable? I don't think this company is yet profitable. Now, I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's quickly take a look at the website of this company, Teledoc Health, okay, and what exactly they are all about. This is my first time on the website of Teledoc. Complete care to help you get well and live well, okay. Now, I don't really like this website. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, condition management. This kind of website is going to be very difficult to at least analyze as fast as possible. Teledoc, get started. Let's go down a little bit. Yada. Start your journey about us, about the company, about Teledoc. Empowering all people everywhere. Teledoc Health was founded on a simple yet revolutionary idea that everyone should have access to the best healthcare anywhere in the world on their terms. Today, we are delivering on our mission by providing whole person virtual care that includes primary care, mental health, chronic condition management, and so on and so forth. I think this one is like your doctor on your telephone, your doctor on, like an app whereby if you have any problem, you can easily talk to an expert and they can tell you, more or less like a family doctor from what I can read so far, okay. And how is this going to go forward? During the pandemic, this company was wow, because, most of us were, locked inside. But right now, the pandemic is over and we can easily go to a doctor and talk to, such that doctor. I think if there is a pandemic or something like that, this company is going to be making a lot of money, okay. So strength in numbers, clients 12,000 clients, 12,000 plus, employees 5,000 plus, US paid members 56 million plus, medical visits delivered in 2021 15 million plus, okay, and featured everywhere because it was wow during that pandemic. Now let's quickly take a look at Teledoc. Let's take a look at their Teledoc, their price action, and what exactly has been going on with the company. So this company market cap is $4.3 billion US. Of course, they have enough money, to run their business for the next 2 years, according to, the report that we just read. Volume 3.6 million, average volume 4.6. And then if you go to their profitability, okay, and in the fourth quarter of 2021, they made, in the first quarter of last year, they missed. Second quarter, they missed. Third quarter they met, and then fourth quarter the earnings report is still not available. Earnings, you guys can see it's more or less like a loss, loss, loss. Okay, they are still yet to be profitable, and their expenses, revenue is increasing, earnings it's more or less getting bigger losses because of how things have been going on. There is no more lockdown and so on and so forth. So now let's take a look at their price action, and then we can move to the next stock. So this company has literally been destroyed. Okay, Teledoc being destroyed. Look at that, from $305 all the way to $26. Would I be buying such stock? I mean, there are a lot of companies out there, and we are still going to cover a lot of companies that you could put your money. Okay, but I'm going to do my job and show you guys what is going on with the company, and then let you guys decide if you want to put your money in such company or not. So you guys can see there is no breakout. Even in 2023, we still have a lot of companies. In this month alone, some stocks have rallied over 10%. Okay, and Teledoc, you guys can see it seems like nothing big has been going on so far. They started the year around $24, and right now the price on Friday closed at $26 or $27. So let's move on to the next stock. Okay, that is it about Teledoc. Now the next company we're going to be talking about is Schrodinger Inc. Okay, Schrodinger. Don't forget, guys, all this video I'm still going to separate them, and make and post them on the website and put each name. Okay, so this is Schrodinger Inc. We have to go to the third quarter earnings. Okay, third quarter 2022 earnings. Okay, so I'm very fast, guys. So this is according to Yahoo Finance, Schrodinger, I checked it already, guys. Crazy. Schrodinger third quarter 2022 earnings beats expectation. Okay, this could be good. Let's see. This could be a good stock to buy in 2023. Let's see. Now, revenue $37 million, up 24% from third quarter 2021. Net loss $39.9 million, loss widened by 14% from third quarter 2021. 0.56 loss per share. Okay, further deteriorated from 49 to 56. Okay, so let's see. I mean, why did they say that they beat expectation if more or less the loss is getting bigger? Okay, it used to be 49 cents and they reported 56 cents, so that's a lot of loss. Okay, now revenue is increasing. Okay, free cash flow negative, earnings negative, cash from operation also negative. Okay, apart from the revenue. And the problem with most of all this company is, if revenue is increasing, why would you be spending? Revenue is increasing and you keep spending more money. It's more or less like you are still at the same level. Okay, if revenue is increasing, you want to do everything possible to make sure that your expenses stays the same or increase little by little, or at least declines. But if you keep spending more money while your revenue is increasing, then you're gonna end up with almost nothing. Now cash, why is it not showing cash at hand? I want to see how much they have in cash, but we cannot have any information about that in this on this Yahoo Finance report. Let's take a look at another report, because I want to find out how much these people have in cash. Okay, so this is the same report. Cash. Now at September, as of September 30th, 2022, Schrodinger, this is German, guys. Schrodinger, that's how we pronounce it in Germany. Schrodinger had cash equivalents, restricted cash, and marketable securities of approximately $479 million compared to approximately $513 million as at June 30th, 2022. So all the way, you guys can already tell how much these people spent, okay, per quarter. This is not really a lot of money, if I'm going to be sincere. They are not. Total revenue $37 million in that quarter. Total expenses $63 million in that quarter. So $63 million, total revenue 37. They are not yet profitable. That is that about that. Now let's take a look at their pipeline. Maybe they are going to be profitable in the next couple of years. Okay, nobody knows. So let's take a look at their pipeline and see what is going on with this company. Total revenue growth of 24 cents and yada yada. Pipeline. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so The website is very slow, guys. Super slow. Loading. While that one is still loading, let's take a look at their Schrodinger. Let's take a look at their price action. Then we can move on to the next stock. If you guys have any stock you want me to analyze, of course, let me know. Okay, let me know. Schrodinger. The website is still loading, guys. Still loading. Oh, so now it's open. So this is what they do. You guys can see why they are yet to be profitable. Okay, you can clearly see why they are yet to be profitable. They have something in phase 1. You guys can see this product right here is in phase 1 for lymphoma. Okay, phase 1, and then preclinical and discovery. So this is literally nothing. Okay, and then you go down further, you can see Schrodinger, Bristol-Myers, yada yada, nothing. You go further down, you see this collaborative programs. Okay, argues. This one is in FDA approved. So this is the product right here. They have one product, and then if you go further down, so only this product right here, guys, literally they are more or less making money from these 2 products so far. Okay, I don't know how big the market of these 2 products are, so that is something that I would dive into. Take a look at Tibsovo and IDHIFA and see the market opportunity of these 2 drugs, and see how much this company could be making in the future. And this is their pipeline. Their pipeline is literally empty, guys. And on Yahoo Finance, I cannot even find their stock. Maybe it's because of this German way of writing it. Okay, so this is Schrodinger Inc. Now the market cap of this company is 1.6 billion US dollars. Okay, and then the volume is not even up to 1 million. I don't think I would be touching this stock. Okay, meanwhile, this is the number 5 stock in the ARK Genomic ETF fund. No wonder this ETF fund has been going down, guys. I mean, look at that. The 5th company. I mean, look at that. This is crazy. Okay, so this is what has been happening with this company, guys. Look at that. It's been selling off massively. It's even lower than where it used to be in I think they went public in 2020. So in 2021, just like any other company like Bionano Genomics, it used to be around 115 US dollars, and then right now it's trading at 23 US dollars. That is a massive sell-off. Would I be putting my money in this company at this level? I don't think so, because this is not yet a bull run. Okay, if you want to take a look at the analysis of most of all these stocks, the price is not yet there is no confirmation apart from this breakout right here. Okay, there is only one confirmation of a bullish rally, but I would wait for the price to get above this level, above 25 US dollars. If I want to play with such company, if I want to put my money in this company, I would wait for this price to get like 25 US dollars. Okay, above all of these moving averages. Don't forget, this is the daily candlestick. Okay, so I mean, there is a plenty room if you want to play with this stock. For example, if you get in at 25 US dollars, you still have long way before it could even get to 50 US dollars. So there's no need to rush. So I hope you guys enjoyed this content about Schrodinger. Let's talk about the next stock. Okay, we are going to be covering like 20 companies in this live stream. Now, Adaptive Biotechnologies. This is the 6th stock in the ARK Genomic ETF fund. Okay, Adaptive. Like always, we are going to be starting with the earnings, the 3rd quarter of 2022 earnings of this company, because we want to be, first of all, I'm going to open their website aside so that we can dive into that later. Now, this is Globe News Wire. This one was released on the 3rd of November 2022. Adaptive Biotechnologies report 3rd quarter 2022 financial results. Now, like always, we have to take a look at their total revenue, $47.8 million in the 3rd quarter. This is even more than Bionano Genomics, guys. Okay, Bngo is expected to release like maybe $8 million for 3rd quarter. So now, representing 21% increase from 3rd quarter 2021. Not bad. Anything above 20%, in my opinion, is still decent. Okay, it's still very decent. Now, this is their test. clonoSEQ test volume in 3rd quarter 2022 grew 52%. Okay, this is good. This more or less like Bionano Genomics saying that they install 52% more Sapphire device, or the revenue is growing 52%. So this, in my opinion, is also good. I don't know this company, guys. Don't forget, this is my first time I've seen this company. Now, medicine 18%, not bad. Signed non-dilutive, yada yada, $250 million with this, provided long-term guidance, yada yada. So this is their guidance, guys, from 2022 to 2027. They expect their CAGR, okay, to be 20 to 30% per year. 20 to 30% is not bad. Hopefully, they are going to be ending up towards the 30% and not, towards 20%. So positive adjusted EBITDA in 2025 and cash flow break even. Wow, this is good, guys. This is good. Now we found a company. This one is good. I'm going to be diving deep. I'm going to check out this company later, but first of all, we are going to talk about it like we just talked about other companies. Okay, not to waste your time. 10 minutes maximum per stock. We are already live, almost 1 hour now. How long? Alright, guys, so my battery is down. I need to put my battery in this mic and then we can continue. Just give me a few minutes, okay? Like 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. The audio battery is dead. Audio battery is dead. So, alright. Alright, guys. Logging it back in. Going live. Live. So we are back. All right, guys. So we are back. Now, this is very good, guys. This company is expected to have a cash flow break even in 2026. This is something that Bionano Genomics is set to talk about. They need to show us the path to profitability. For those of you that are invested in Bionano Genomics, the ticker BNGO. So this one is good right here. At least investors can know that in the next couple of years, this company is likely to be profitable. So third quarter 2022 financial results, you guys can see the revenue. We already spoke about it. Now let's take a look at how much they have in cash. Okay, so cash equivalent and marketable securities was $527 million as of September 30th, 2022. That's a lot of money. Now let's take a look at their expenses, how much they spend per quarter. Okay, because it's not about only cash, it's about how much you guys are spending. We now expect full year 2022 operating expenses to be below $400 million. So you guys can see, so if they have a cash of $527 million and they expect the expenses to be below $400 million, that is a lot of money, guys. It means in 1.5 years, this company is likely to run out of money if they don't raise money, if they don't dilute shares or go to the bank to take some loan. They are going to run out of money. So that is a negative thing. The same thing with Bionano Genomics. They have about $100 million left, and that is literally not enough for them to run the business for 1 year, for the next 9 months. So this is a red flag. Okay, this expenses is very, very high. I'm not gonna lie. So now that we have seen those ones, let's take a look at what the company does and what exactly it is they sell. Okay, about clinical portfolio and pipeline publication. So let's take a look at that clinical portfolio. So these are their commercialized portfolio. FDA cleared. Oh, this is nice. CLIA validated. FDA cleared. FDA cleared. FDA cleared. CLIA validated. Look at that, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. All of them, all of their products, CLIA validated. What else do they have there? Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Bone marrow. We're talking about cancer. Bone marrow, blood. Bone marrow, blood. Bone marrow, blood. cfDNA, DLBCL, blood. Okay. Now, I want to take a look at their price action. Okay, but before I dive into their price action, because I think I like what I'm seeing, this company is literally similar to Bionano Genomics, apart from how much they have spent in 2022. And it could also That $400 million could also be due to maybe they acquire a company, maybe they put more money into research and getting FDA clearance, CLIA validation, and so on and so forth. And that could be it. It is possible that in 2023 this company is not going to be spending that much money. It's possible they would be spending maybe $50 million in 2023, and then in 2026 they are expected to be profitable. Okay, like I just showed you guys. So Adaptive Biotechnologies. Now, what else could I show you guys here? Now, let's quickly jump over and take a look at the price action of this company. Okay, the price action of this company, and see if it is something that we could jump on in 2023 and make some money. Okay, let's see. Adaptive Technology. I want to copy their name once again. Go into my price action analysis. I don't want to waste too much time. We are running out of time. I don't want to spend the whole of my Sunday talking about just stocks. Now, the market cap of this company is $1.4 billion guys. $1.4 billion. Now, the average volume is 1 million. The volume on Friday was not up to 1 million. And then if you go further down, you can see that, whoa, okay, this is good, guys. This is good. These guys have been beating expectations. Look at that. Green, 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 green. They have been beating their expectations. Of course, their revenue in 2021 got massive, okay? Earnings, okay? And then, in 2022, I think it's going to be more than this. So I think it's because their products were about to get FDA approved or something like that. I don't know. And let's take a look at some of their news. JP Morgan, Adaptive shareholder, Adaptive highlight new data, yada, 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 yada. That's a launch new product. Okay, so now let's take a look at the price action, and then we can move to the next stock. Okay, you guys can already see how many stocks I already spoke about. I spoke about Exas, Pac Bio, Ionis, Teledoc, Schrodinger. Okay, now, so the price action of this company now, just like every other stock in 2022, this is where they used to be. Okay, so they have been going down since 2021, all the way from $70 back down to about $6, which in my opinion was a steal. Okay, if you take a look at the price action, these guys were consolidating, okay, for almost 1 year completely, just like Bionano Genomics. Almost 1 year since the May of last year, the price has been ranging around $8. Okay, and then you guys can see a breakout is happening. This stock, in my opinion, according to what I am seeing, is a buy, guys. This is a buy according to what I'm saying. Okay, so I think this is the second stock with a buy. Okay, after Pac Bio, this is the second stock that you could buy. Okay, look at that, guys. There is a breakout going on. The price is above all of the moving averages. And then if you want to go further, the 50 daily moving average, okay, this red right here is above the 100 daily moving average, and it is approaching the 100 and the 200 daily moving average, and then approaching the 150 daily moving average. If this red right here gets above 150, it's going to be a strong buy. But so far there is one buy signal, the breakout, only that, and the price is already above the 200 daily moving average. All we just have to wait for right here is to see this company, this moving averages literally consolidating and then moving to the upside. I think this stock is a buy in my opinion. Of course, do your own due diligence. This is not a financial advice. Adaptive Biotechnologies Corporation, ADPT. I should be making a list of I think I should be making a list of some of these companies that are more or less a buy. Okay, one sec. So I think we should be making a list of so this is ADPT. ADPT. I'm still gonna ADPT. I'm still going to dive deep into this company and see what is going on with them, what kind of products they are selling exactly, and how come most of all their product is already FDA approved and CLIA certified. So ADPT, Pac Bio. So let's continue, guys. Let us continue. So that is the 6th company that we spoke about today already. Let's go to the 7th. I'm not gonna die. I'm going to cover all these companies, believe me. I am going to cover all these companies. Okay, And most of all these companies that I am already covering, guys, I'm still going to post separate videos about them. So should in case, you know, with a separate title like is it time to buy ADPT, something like that, and then I'll share the analysis, you know, in the video. And then if anybody wants to do more due diligence, of course, they could go ahead and do it. So first of all, we open the website, we go to their earnings, third quarter 2022 earnings, okay, 2022 results like always, and then we go to the best one out there. Which one is the best one? Let's take a look at this one from Yahoo Finance. Beam Therapeutics, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Beam Therapeutics with the ticker BEAM. Beam Therapeutics third quarter 2022 earnings revenue beat expectation, EPS lags. Okay, so any per share lags, but the revenue beat. Now, just like every other company, the revenue is mostly beaten. Okay, so expenses. Let's take a look at how much they spent. Okay, expenses, nothing like that. Cash, nothing like that. I think Yahoo Finance, you know, this, I don't know why they are not really showing us what we want to see. Let's go to the main website of the company. Oh, I was here before. No, I wasn't. So cash, how much do they have at hand? Cash equivalent $1 billion US, 1 million US dollars. September 30, 2022. This is supposed to be $1 billion US dollars. I think this is $1 billion US dollars. But I'm going to look for expenses. Let's take a look at their total revenue. Revenue. So yada net loss was 109 point something third quarter. So this company spent 109 million US dollars in the third quarter of 2022. Okay, 1.5 US dollars per share compared to 28.1 million US dollars for the third quarter. So you guys can already tell from 28 million US dollars in third quarter of 2021, they jumped to 109.6 million US dollars. Perhaps we still have to take a look at the website, their pipeline, and see why they spent this much money, okay, in third quarter of 2022. Okay, so we still have to go into that. That is revenue. And let's start from the beginning. Maybe we can see some numbers. Okay, I want to first of all take a look at some numbers as quick as possible. Okay, they have some clinical hold beam. I think there's something about FDA approval going on with this company as well, but we cannot really, I don't want to read to all of this thing. We have to go to their website and check it out later. So we don't have enough information about, you know, how much exactly these guys are I don't like the way these guys are organizing their earnings, you know, the results of their earnings. Most of all these companies that, you know, report like this or have their website like this, it means most of the time they are not yet profitable, and it's always, you know, more or less like a pain in the backside to find any relevant information about them. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Yahoo Finance, take a look at Beam Therapeutics Inc. $3 billion US dollars in market cap, not up to $1 million US dollars in volume, guys, not up to 1 million. Bionano Genomics, don't forget, has about 7 million shares, okay, in volume. These guys are more or less like this, 7 something. Now, if you go to their earnings, so the third quarter of 2022 missed. Okay, they have been beaten until the third quarter of 2022. And then if you come to their revenue, okay, you guys can see this company literally had, okay, 18,000 US dollars, 18. Oh my God. This company is literally making no money, guys. Look at that. Minus 370 million US dollars in 2021. And then revenue 51 million US dollars in 2021. So does that mean they have 1 million US dollars in cash? Because when I checked that cash, I was more or less shocked. Okay, cash equivalent. Okay, 1.1. Oh my God, I found it. Cash position, cash equivalent, and marketable securities were 1.1 billion. I mean, I was surprised when I saw one. Okay, so it's 1.1 billion US dollars as of September 30th, 2022, as compared to 965 million in 2021. So they have enough money. 1.1 billion US dollars. Beam Therapeutics. Now, they are not making money. Look at their revenue, 51.8 million. Of course, Bionano Genomics revenue is more or less like 30. For 2022, okay, Bngo revenue is going to be like 28 million US dollars. So it's literally half of what these guys are making. Okay, these guys used to make just thousands and now millions. So I don't know what happened with them in 2022, but we are going to know in a while. But first of all, before we dive into the website and what they do, let's take a look at their price action. Okay, so 2021, you guys can see double top, and then 2022, they are not really selling off heavily like most of other companies. Okay, so they got to, in 2021 they got to 137 US dollars per share, and then in 2022 they set a double bottom at 28 US dollars, and then a rally, more or less like a bear market rally, and then they are back, but not as low as they used to be. Just like Bionano Genomics, they almost the same pattern with Bngo. We came down in May, and then we rallied to almost $5 US, and then we came back down, okay, again to 1.30 US dollars or so about 2 weeks ago. So is this a buy? I don't know, guys. I don't see anything saying buy on this in what I'm saying so far. I don't see anything that screams buy. So let's forget about the price action. Now let's go to the website Verve Therapeutics and see their pipeline, what exactly these guys are up to. So you guys can already tell they don't have a lot of things going on. Ex vivo HSCS, okay, this one is just in phase 1 of 2, so they don't have anything in phase 2 or phase 3. Okay, pivotal. So this company, in my opinion, you guys can already tell what is going on with them. They are still working hard. They have 1.1 billion US dollars because they literally have been diluting shares of their shareholders. So nothing else to say about this company for now. Okay, let's just move on. So, and meanwhile, this is the 7th stock in the ARK Genomic Revolution ETF fund, guys. The 7th stock. We find so far only 2 stocks in ARK Genomic Fund. So now KDX, the 8th KDX. I'm going to survive this live stream, guys. We are already live over 1 hour now, 1 hour 6 minutes. So KDX, search Google for KDX. So I was checking this out before I started the live stream. Now KDX third quarter 2022 earnings result. But before we dive into this, let me open this website on the side, and then we do this, close Verve Therapeutics. Now investor KDX, let's take a look at how much these guys have at hand and what is going on with their company. Okay, so recent highlights: on track to achieve profitable growth with positive adjusted EBITDA by the first half. Okay, look at these guys. These guys are expected to be profitable in 2023. Profitable growth with positive adjusted. I don't know if this is to be profitable or just positive growth. Okay, I mean, delivered 46,500 patient test results, so achieved revenue of 79.4 million US dollars, increasing by 5% year over year. This is very small. This one is very small. Sustained strong testing services gap, yada yada, 73%. Strong balance sheet with 291 million US dollars in cash. 291 million US dollars in cash is not really a lot of money. Let's see how much these guys are spending per quarter. Okay, expenses. Okay, so expenses. Now operating expenses. Okay, if you come down, total operating expenses 96 million US dollars. Okay, I mean, you guys can already tell if they are spending 96 million in just 3 months in the third quarter of this year, of last year, and they have about 200 and something million US dollars in cash. Okay, you guys can already tell there is a risk that these guys are going to be running out of money anytime from now. So let's just move on to what exactly they are up to, what they do. Of course, they are into testing. You guys can see some of their products for kidney, for heart, for lungs, for webinar. I said for webinar, my god. Patient and caregiver. KDX is committed to improving patient outcomes through innovative products and services that improve transplant. So this company is into transplant. They are helping surgeons, hospitals, researchers, and so on and so forth to make sure that the patients get the best service, and they are also of course into DNA sequencing. Okay, I think they are using sequencing devices. I don't know if it is from Illumina or Pac Bio, but this company could be a potential, a potential customer for Bionano Genomics, in my opinion. Okay, if they find anything that, if Bionano Genomics is able to come up with, successfully become a standard of care method, this kind of company could, buy some sapphires as well, and use them to analyze genomes of patients to determine if the transplant, for example, is going to be, very successful or not, for example. Okay, that's just an example. Now, that's that about the website. KDX, let's take a look at, how much this company, let's take a look at the price action of this company. Okay, Yahoo Finance. I don't want to be spending more than 5 minutes per stock, but it's super difficult to spend just 5 minutes on one stock. I'm trying my best. So the ticker is CDNA. Okay, CDNA. Now, if you take a look at this, you guys can see it's not up to a billion US dollars in market cap, and then you have the volume of 1.1 million. I mean, this is very, very small. If you go further down, you can see they have been missing earnings like Bionano Genomics. And then they beat in the third quarter of last year, okay, for the first time since, some couple of quarters. So this year, this is what investors are expecting. They expect them to report -8 cents. Now, this company is not profitable, as you guys can see, but according to what you guys are seeing right here, this company is close to profitability, guys. They are close to profitability. You can see that earnings, they are literally they lost -30 million US dollars in 2021. You guys can see that their losses is reducing, meanwhile the revenue is increasing. In 2021, they brought in 296.4 million US dollars in total revenue, and they lost, about -30 million US dollars, in terms of, earnings. So this company seems, I think they could be profitable already, guys, and according to what they said in that earnings report, on track to achieve profitable growth with positive adjusted EBITDA by first half of 2023. So there is still more to this news. I would dive deep from what I'm seeing so far. Now, this company has suffered a lot. Okay, let's take a look at the price action and where the company used to be and where they are today. Okay, you guys can already tell, all the way from almost $1 US, the company rose in 2021 like any other company to almost $100 US per share. Look at that, guys. If you bought that stock back in 2017, you would be making a lot of money. From $1 US to $100 US, that is massive. Now the stock is back around $14 US. It went as low as $10 US. Excuse me. It went as low as $10 US, and then you guys can see they are trying to break out to the upside. Okay, so investors perhaps are watching this. I would put this one on my watch list. Okay, this I would put it on my watch list. According to the technical analysis, there is no buy signal, but it seems this company is at the bottom, and for the past couple of days in 2023, it has been rising. Okay, from $11 US, it closed at $14 US on Friday. It has been, going higher. So if they break this resistance around $15 US, excuse me, guys. Oh my God, I think I need to drink some water. So if they break $15 US, and then, the next thing is going to be to watch what these moving averages are going to be doing. Then if you see oh my God, I'll be back, guys. I need to drink something. I will be back. Woo! So I'm back. I was losing my voice, guys. I was losing my voice. 1 hour 13 minutes. So now I would be watching what is going on with the share price of this company. If this stock gets above $15, for example, okay, let me put, because we could still come back to this stock horizontal line. I'm going to put this right here. If the share price of CDNA, the ticker CDNA, KDX Inc, gets above $15, okay, and then this moving averages starts to consolidate, like on a straight line, and then the trend becomes positive, it's going to be a very good thing for investors of this company. So this is literally what the share price of this company is saying. You guys can see the double top, okay, back in 2021, and then the down, the massive sell-off, and then let's see what's gonna happen. So I'm going to put this company also, I will come back to this. This is not like a strong buy at the moment, but I'm going to be watching this KDX. So this one is a good one, KDX. So now we have 3 stocks: ADPT, Pac Bio, KDX. For those of you that are just joining in, so we found those 3 companies in the ARK Genomic ETF fund. Okay, so now we are going to the 9th stock. Okay, we still have like 11 stock left to go. 9th stock. Now what we're going to be doing, like always, is go to the earnings. Okay, 3rd quarter earnings, see what is going on with the company, 3rd quarter results, and then of course we go to the website, 3rd quarter results. Just like always, we go to PR. So this is the news from the 3rd quarter of this company. So ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about reject everything. Now we're talking about Ginkgo Bioworks report, 3rd quarter 2022 financial results. It's now a good time to buy Ginkgo Bioworks or not? That is what we're going to be checking in this analysis. 15 new sale program added and $66 million of total revenue in Q3. Oh yeah, $66 million of total revenue in Q3 2022. Closed for acquisition in October. Wow, they acquired 4 companies, including Zion Merging, Bias West, yada yada, Biodala, enabling commercial of integration of post, yada yada, and of the cash balance of $1.3 billion in cash. Whoa, interesting. So $1.3 billion in cash, and they have a lot of recent business highlights and strategic position. And look at that, guys. Generated funding revenue of $25 million in Q3, yada yada. 3rd quarter funding revenue $25 million, down from $35 million in comparable period. Third year, did not buy those. All right, so 3rd quarter 2022 biosecurity revenue $42 million. Okay, what kind of company is, what exactly are this guy up to? 3rd quarter 2022 adjusted EBITDA $70 million, all the way from $1.3 million in cash and cash equivalents. Now, so what we have to do is we have to dive into the company and see what exactly this company is all about. Okay, this is sounding more or less like Palantir. For those of you that are crazy about that stock, I've never invested in that company, Palantir. I still don't figure out what people are crazy about in that company. So our platform, foundries and code base. So this literally what we are making biology easier to engineer. We believe that biology is the best manufacturing technology on the planet, but engineering living cells is hard. Evolution is 4 billion years ahead of us. After all, at Ginkgo, we have built our foundries and code base so that we can better learn from and design with biology. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, this is very interesting. This business model is similar to what Palantir is doing with their security business. Okay, but this is biology we are talking about. So I think I'm going to still come back and check out this. This is something new to me. We are automating organism design in biological and living organism, are fact on build new products, yada yada. Engineering made easy, yada yada. Set of their technology, thousands of biology. Oh, this is very interesting, guys. This is super interesting. Now let's take a look at if we can find some of their products. If not, press release. Most of all these companies, they don't make it easy. Okay, for first I have to deny all this nonsense. Most of all these companies, they don't make it easier for their visitors to understand Because if you get to a website, you want to understand what exactly this company is all about as early as possible. Okay, you don't want to spend too many. Look at that. There's something about Saudi Arabia. Expanded internationally, including memoranda of understanding with the Rwanda Development Board and the Ministry of Investment of Saudi Arabia. I mean, what the heck? Ginkgo Bioworks. Ginkgo Bioworks. Now let's take a look at the best way I know how to analyze stocks, for example. Okay. So Ginkgo Bioworks Holdings Inc. The ticker is DNA. Oh, I think now I remember. I could remember last year when this company sold off heavily, guys. Look at the price action. I remember. Look at the price action. 2021, not even 2022, 2021. This company went from, I remember they reported one earnings, and it was all over the news. That massive sell-off in 22. I think this is it from 2021. Okay, they went from about $15 downward. They broke the company went public. Okay, right here they went public in 2021. They went public. Okay, ARK Invest was all over it. And then it rallied, and then it broke to that downside in 2021, and it was all over the news. I can't really remember what happened back then. Okay, but this is DNA, guys. Look at that. Since 2022, they have been selling off heavily. Okay, from $15 all the way to just like Bionano Genomics, guys, all the way to $1.4. They sold off heavily. Now, I'm not gonna be buying this stock. Okay, I won't even go too further into this company. I don't think this is a company that I would put my money into, guys. I mean, you guys can already tell what is going on with their price action, and their product is somehow difficult. I think this company is into synthetic, synthetic medicine, something like that. ARK Invest DNA. I'm going to find this DNA ARK Invest news. DNA stock sold off. Let's see if I can find Cattlewood keeps buying Ginkgo. Okay, so November 18, Cattlewood adds Ginkgo shares, sending stock 19% higher. Yada. I want to find out breaking news about DNA stock selling off massively. Hopefully I can find something. Why shares of Ginkgo Bioworks plugged today, October 2021, 0.5%. No, not this news. Anyway, something happened and this stock sold off massively. It's all about Cattlewood. It's more or less like a drama. Anyway, let's just forget about it. I don't think this is a buy, so let's just move on. Let's move on to the next stock, guys. Next stock. So now we are here, DNA. Now we spoke about Ginkgo already, this DNA. Now we are at number 10. Finally number 10 after almost 1 hour 21 minutes. Crispr Therapeutics AG, number 10. Crispr. So guys, is Crispr a buy? Okay, we are going to be talking about Crispr, and then but before we continue, we are going to take a look at the third quarter earnings of Crispr, so that we can see what exactly is going on with their financial situation. Okay, this one right here, let's take a look at it from here. Third quarter earnings, net loss was $127.2 million for the third quarter of 2021. Okay, $127.2 million compared to a net loss of $92.4 million for the third quarter of 2020. Now, if you go upward, you can see their total revenue. You just have to start from the beginning. You can see how much exactly they made in the third quarter of last year. Okay, renal medicine cooperative third quarter. Cash position. So cash equivalents and marketable securities were $2.4 billion. Okay, as of September 30, 2021, $2.4 billion compared to $2.5 billion as of June 30, 2021. Okay, why am I saying report from 2021? I am looking for something from 2022. What did I type? 2022. I'm looking for something from 2022, not 2021, guys. So sorry for that. Now, Crispr Therapeutics provide business update and report third quarter 2022 financial results. Okay, so this is where we want to be. This is where we are right now. Yada, third quarter. It's the same thing, guys. 2022. Okay, so cash position $1.9 billion US dollars 2022. That is how much they have in cash. And then revenue, total collaborative revenue was, look at that, 100 million. This is literally like 0.1 million US dollars, guys. This is like 100,000 US dollars in revenue for the third quarter of, compared to 300,000 US dollars for the third quarter of 2021. What is this, guys? Research and expenses, 160 million US dollars. Oh my god. Net loss was 174.5 million US dollars for the third quarter of 2022 compared to net loss of 127 third quarter of 2021. Anyway, let's go to, you know, the way I know how to do it the best. I think I'm figuring out how to be super fast with the analysis of all of these companies so that we can cover as many companies as possible. Okay, now we need to go deep into Yahoo Finance and see what is going on with the company. So the market cap of this company, you know, is 3.9 billion US dollars. Okay, the volume is not really massive. Okay, not up to what Bionano Genomics is bringing in. And then you guys can see that they have been missing earnings. Crispr is a very interesting technology, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I already know a lot about this company, but you know, from what I am seeing so far, it's not encouraging. So earnings, you guys can see positive earning in 2021, but 2022 seems to be a little bit, you know, strange, and 2020 is also looking strange right here. Okay, revenue 914 million US dollars, earnings 377 million US dollars, total revenue and earnings. So let's take a look at the price action, guys. The price action of this company, if it is a buy or not. Okay, this is from the first view. Okay, this doesn't, it's not screaming buy. This does not scream buy. This more or less like hold or get out for now. Okay, so this is what is going on with the share price of this company. Looking at the daily candlestick, you guys can already tell everything is below the moving average, the 100 dailies, 150 dailies moving average. Investors are not going crazy about Crispr Therapeutics. Investors are not going crazy about this company at the moment. Maybe in the future. We have a double bottom right here. Okay, we have one bottom right here back in May 2022, and then we have another bottom back in December 2022, a double bottom, but the price needs to break above this level. So I'm going to put an horizontal line around here. This could be a buy, okay, above 52 US dollars, and then if the price moves above, let's say 60 US dollars, then it's going to be a good buy. Okay, if you want to make profit in 2023. This is Crispr Therapeutics, guys. Crispr Therapeutics with the ticker CRSP. This is Crispr. Okay, so I think that's about Crispr. Nothing really crazy is going on with Crispr right now. You guys, if you want to know what exactly they are into DNA gene editing. Okay, this is what they do. They edit genomes. Okay, and then they are private, let's see, press release, Crispr Therapeutics. This is my first time on their website. Let's take a look at, so they are into gene editing using the technology of CRISPR-Cas9. Okay, I know a lot about this already. And this CRISPR-Cas9, as you guys can already tell, is from Dr. Emmanuela Charpentier, one of our scientists, founder, yada yada. She invented this CRISPR-Cas9, okay, according to, you know, experts, and then they use it to edit genes. For example, if you want your baby eye to be blue, okay, if you want to edit your baby's, you know, I'm going to reduce this. If you want to edit, you know, babies, whatever it is you want to do in gene, guys, this literally what the technology is supposed to be about. Okay, so they are working with other companies. Not only Crispr is into this, we have editors, we have Intellia, among others. You guys can see, so they are literally making some kind of correction, disruption, deletions, correction. So they delete some parts, they put some new parts, and then the person is, you know, more healthy, or the person has, maybe they remove your black eye, they put a blue eye into a baby, you know, all these kind of things. They are trying to play God in a nutshell. So that's what Crispr is all about. Okay, so let's talk about now let's talk about the 11th one, Incyte Corp, guys. Incyte. I'm kind of losing my voice little by little. Been talking for the past 1 hour 30 minutes now. Okay, maybe I'm going to hopefully I can make this video to hello David. 6 months of runway, stock dilution. I mean, we are not talking about Bionano Genomics yet in this video. Maybe I'm going to get there. Okay, if I get there, then I can talk about BNGO. If not, I'm just going to end this video. You know, today I just wanted to talk about other stocks, and that's what I'm doing. It shouldn't be always all about Incyte Corp third quarter results. It shouldn't always be about Bionano Genomics on the channel all the time. I want to be, you know, exploring other companies, other genomic stocks, and from time to time be talking about them so that I can provide more values to my, you know, audience, to my viewers. Okay, because I believe most of you guys are not just into Bionano Genomics, you are also into some other stocks. So let's talk about Incyte Corp. Okay, first of all, we are starting. I think the best way to start with most of all these companies before we waste our time is to figure out if it is a buy or a sell. Okay, then we can go further with fundamental analysis. Whenever it's not a buy, then we can just stop there and move on to the next one so that we can cover as many, you know, companies as possible. So Incyte Corporation with the ticker INCY. Okay, this company has a market cap of almost 18 billion US dollars. Okay, the volume is not massive, which means investors are not going crazy. Okay, now if you go further down, you can see that they missed earnings. Okay, they missed 3 times. They beat it in second quarter of 2022, and then 2022 December, fourth quarter, you know, analysts they dropped it down a little bit. They expected them to report about minus 6, something like that. Or now revenue, total revenue, you guys can see in 2021 they brought in almost 3 billion US dollars in revenue. Earnings, almost 1 billion US dollars in earnings. Okay, this is super interesting. Now let's quickly take a look at the price action and see if it is a buy or not. If this is a buy, then we can dive deeper into fundamental analysis. Okay, so this is what the technical analysis is saying about this company. First of all, I think we have to take a look at the 1 week performance, 1 week candlestick of this company. You know, this company has been existing since God knows when. Look at that. Oh my God, this is an old company. Old company. So there is a consolidation right here according to the price action of, according to what I'm seeing so far. We need to put the horizontal line right here. Okay, there seems to be a consolidation, a price consolidation around 84 US dollars. If this breaks above this level, then it's going to be a buy. So if you guys want to buy the stock of this company, for example, you have to watch out for this 85 US dollars level. Okay, if we see a breakout above that level, then it's good. But on the dailies in 2023, the price has literally not doing it has not been doing anything. Like I already shared with you guys, the volume is not there, about 1 million shares exchanging. And okay, maybe investors are waiting for some kind of, you know, news before they jump into this company. But as you guys can see, this more or less like a buy the dip company. Okay, you guys can see the moving averages, you know, are positive. Okay, but the share price of the company needs to break this level before the massive rally could start. If not, it's just going to get to this, go down, get to it, go down, it's got to it already, and this could be, you know, a downtrend. Okay, back to 66 US dollars. Is this a strong buy? I don't think so, until we see a massive breakout. Okay, so this is more or less ranging. If you want to buy this stock, for example, you could wait for it to come back down to this level, 65 US dollars, and then, you know, buy it and take your profit at 84 US dollars. But if we see a breakout above this level, then it could be another buy opportunity for such company. This is a massive company, I believe. Okay, but I don't know why their market cap is so okay, 18 billion US dollars. So the market cap is big, 18 billion US dollars, and this is what exactly they are. I believe they are into a lot of things, so we don't need to dive into it because of the price action. Let's move on to the next company. So the next one we're going to be talking about in the ARK ETF fund, ARK Genomic Fund, is Twist Bioscience Corporation. Okay, let's take a look at Twist Bioscience Corporation, guys. Twist Bioscience Corporation, TWST. Okay, is it time to buy Twist Bioscience of Corporation or not? Okay, the market cap is 1.4 billion US dollars. The volume is very small. The average, even on Friday, the volume was not up to 1 million. So that says a lot already. Now, if you take a look at their earnings, they seems to have been beating beating earnings, except for the fourth quarter of last year, which is yet to be, announced. And their expenses seems to be increasing, okay, minus 217, but revenue is also increasing, but not as massive as you would expect, okay. Now the price action, let's take a look at the price action of this company. So this also has been, sold off heavily, okay. This, oh my god, guys, look at that, all the way from $212 back down to $25. The stock of this company has literally been destroyed. Now it's now a good time to buy this stock. I mean, this consolidation, in my opinion, according to what I'm seeing, could continue. This is still a bear trend, okay. This is still bearish. The price needs to consolidate, move to the upside before we can even think about putting our money in such stock, okay. This is bearish. The price needs to move above, $30-40 before we can talk about buying such company. So let's move on. I'm not gonna waste my time with this company and start to talk about what exactly they are into, okay. We need to talk about the best stocks to buy in 2023, and so far we have only two stocks so far. The first one is ADPT, the second one is Pac Bio, and the third one that you could buy is KDX, okay, KDX. So now let's move on to the next one. This one is Intellia Therapeutics Inc. Intellia is similar to Crispr. ont.l is the ticker. I've been studying a lot about this company, in the past. Now this market cap is around $3.2 billion. This company is not yet profitable, okay. This is not a profitable stock. You guys can already tell from their earnings. They have been missing earnings, and then their expenses has been increasing, okay, and the revenue is not growing. So this is not a good sign for Intellia Therapeutics. They are into gene editing, okay, whereby you can change, for example, design your baby, change the eye color, and so on and so forth. Or if you want your baby to be taller, you can also edit gene, okay. But of course they are into making some kind of therapies, medicine for those suffering from diseases. So you guys can see the stock has sold off massively, okay. And also there are a lot of negative news about Intellia, about the technology, about the patent of the technology CRISPR-Cas9, and it has affected the share price of Intellia massively, okay. They have a problem with editors and so on and so forth. So that's another news. Is this a buy? I don't think so. I don't think Intellia is a buy at the moment. If you want to buy and hold, I'm talking about 2023, the best stock to buy in 2023. If you want to buy and hold, you could buy Intellia and hold it and pray that something good happens. I mean, this price is good, but is it going to be profitable? Is it safe to buy it at the moment? I don't think so, in my own opinion. You can also do your own due diligence and make your own financial decision. If the price moves, okay, if we break, for example, look at this, for example. If we can move above this level, you guys can already tell the trend is still bearish. If we can move around $44, $45, and go higher, then it's a safer buy. But at the moment, forget about Intellia. So let's talk about the 14th stock, okay, Verve Therapeutics, VERVE. I don't know what company this is, Verve Therapeutics, okay. The ticker is VERV. That is the ticker. The market cap is $1.4 billion, okay. The volume is almost nothing, okay. It means investors are not excited. They are not going crazy at the moment. If you want to compare the volume, for example, take a look at Bionano Genomics. You guys can see what I'm talking about, volume. Bionano Genomics volume is $7.1 million. Meanwhile, this stock, okay, this Verve is just not even up to $1 million. If you want to take a look at the likes of Tesla, for example, look at the volume of Tesla in the past day. Okay, look at that. 180.7 million shares exchanging hand. That is what I mean by investors going crazy. Okay, so you want a volume in the millions, not thousands. Okay, this is not even up to a million. So you can tell investors are not going crazy about this company. Now, this is their past earnings. They met once back in Q1 2022, and then they have been missing. And then the revenue, look at that, earnings minus 120. There is no revenue. There is no revenue to show even. Nothing, no revenue. So and if you take a look at the price action, okay, just take a look at the price action so that we can know if perhaps we can quickly make some quick money from this company or not. Okay, now this is the price action, guys. Look at that. Is this a buy? No. This down easily. This is still a bear trend, okay, and okay, I'm back. I was disconnected for a while, guys. so we are back, guys. Now is this a buy? No, this doesn't look like a buy to me. Okay, I mean, the price tomorrow we could see some kind of breaking news and then bam, but to me, in my opinion, for now, this is not a buy. Let's move on. Now, the 15th stock that I'm going to be covering in this video is Veracyte Inc. Veracyte Inc. I don't know what company is that, but like always, we are going to be talking about it and talk about what is going on with Veracyte Inc. Okay, so the ticker is VCYT with a market cap of 1.9 billion US dollars. The volume is also not up to 1 million US dollars. Let's take a look at the earnings. They have been beaten. We are waiting for the fourth quarter of 2022 earnings to come in. Later publish real world performance. May cite a new buy stock, side stock showing market leadership earning. Beat expectation. Okay, so revenue, earnings minus 75 million US, revenue almost over 200 million. This looks good so far. Okay, the revenue from 2021 was massive. Let's take a look at this beat revenue. Look at that, 76.6. Third quarter 2022 results revenue 75.6 million US dollars, up 25% from third quarter 2021. That is good. Net loss 8.7 million US dollars, loss narrowed by 38% from third quarter 20. Okay, this is also good. They are reducing their losses and they are earning more. Okay, so this company could be close to profitability. US dollars 0.12. They lost just 12 cents per share, improved from 20 cents. Okay, so they cut it almost by half in third quarter 2021. This is good, guys. This is good. And you guys can already tell the earnings, free cash flow, everything is moving to the positive side. Okay, they have about 1.8, I think 1.8 billion US dollars in cash, I think. So revenue exceeded analyst estimate by 14%. Earnings per share also surpassed analyst estimates by 53%. I like these, guys. I like these numbers. Looking ahead, revenue is forecast to grow 13% PA on average during the next 3 years. Okay, this is not good. It's very small growth compared to 14% growth. This growth is very small for the next 3 years. Okay, so now let's take a look at the price action. It seems to be something convincing. Okay, 2021, so this stock used to trade around this level. Okay, back in 2021, 85 US dollars, now at 26 US dollars. In 2022, the sell-off in 2022 is not really massive, like the likes of Bionano Genomics. It's dropped from 40 US dollars all the way to this 15 US dollars level. We have a double bottom right there, guys. A double bottom on this company. Okay, this seems to be interesting. Okay, you guys know when I see something and I go crazy. Head and shoulder pattern, bam, bam, double bottom, bam. This is a buy. This one is a buy, guys. This is a buy. Okay, Veracyte Inc. I don't know what they are into. I'm going to check it out now. We are going to see what they are into. And you have to, if you want to buy this stock, for example, you have to watch out for, this resistance right here at 30 US dollars. So right now the company closed at 26 US dollars. Watch out for 30 US dollars. If the price gets above this level, to the moon. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. You guys can already tell the consolidation. Look at the consolidation. If they get above 30 US dollars, guys, this is a buy. Okay, so it's going to be a strong buy. You can target like 50 US dollars before you take your profits, for example. So do your own due diligence. Don't forget, it's not investment advice. I'm going to write this down. VCYT. So VCYT. Now that this looks like a buy, let's quickly take a look at what exactly this company does. Okay, let's take a look at some little information about the company. Veracyte, I'm gonna go back. Veracyte is a pioneering global diagnostics company, guys. Our tests provide trustworthy and actionable answers that improve care throughout the patient's journey. Bionano Global Diagnostics Company, yada yada, sites committed to transforming patient care. So they are into patient care as well. Okay, now let's take a look at what exactly they have to offer. Diagnostics. These are the diagnostics that they offer: thyroid cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, bladder cancer, and so on and so forth. What kind of method do they use? Possibly DNA sequencing, possibly products from Pac Bio, Illumina, Genomics, something like that, to analyze, to sequence DNA. So that's what they are all about. You guys can already tell. Diagnostics, bioservices, bio and immuno-oncology newsletter, investors, yada yada, tech filing. I want to see, their products. Let's take a look at their products. So I already shared this with you guys. So if you want to dive deep into this, but according to the price action, this stock is worth watching. Okay, you can watch it for a breakout above $30. This can make you money in 2023. Look at that. In 2021, it used to be around $84. So that is that about that. Now, another thing you guys you could check about such company is the analyst rating. Okay, how many analyst coverage. I think the best way to check out the analyst coverage is to go to tip rank, tip ranks. Okay, if you want to check out how analysts are covering this company, tip ranks, forecast, in-depth, yada yada, go to okay, you come here, Incyte. So this is it right here, Veracyte, VCYT. You guys can see the 12% upside. So the analyst price target, consensus price target is $30. Okay, $30. Meanwhile, the stock is already at $26. So this was a buy last year. Okay, if I was watching this company, I would buy it somewhere around here and ride it all the way to $30. That is double of your money. Okay, 100%. So how many analysts covers this company? 5 rating. There's 5 rating. There's 4 buy and 1 sell. Okay, according to the analyst covering this stock. So I think that's what I want to know about this. So the low is 22, average 30 and 35. I don't know why there's 1 sell. It could be nice if all of them are buys. Okay, if this is 5 buys, it could be awesome. So that is that about that. Now let's take a look at another stock. Okay, another stock. Accolade Inc. Accolade. This is the 16th stock I am analyzing today, guys. It's crazy. This is the first time I'm going this extreme with stock analysis, live streaming it. Accolade. Let's take a look at Accolade, and then we go to our, like always, Yahoo Finance. Take a look at the price action and decide if this is a buy or not. Then we go into the fundamental analysis. Okay, so now we have 4 stocks: ADPT, Pac Bio, KDX, VCYT. Those are they are worth watching. So this company has, first of all, the volume is very small, and then market cap $678 million. It closed at $9.3 on Friday. Okay, after hour was literally down. So the earnings looks stable, apart from second quarter of 2022. The earnings looks stable. It looks like this company could be on the path to profitability. Okay, if they can reduce their expenses, you guys can already tell the revenue is increasing. If they can reduce their expenses, they could be profitable. Okay, and then a quick look at what exactly they do. Accolade Inc. was an American video. Accolade provides access to quality primary care, mental health support, and expert medical opinions, all backed by a team of clinical and benefits, yada yada. Now let's take a look at the price action, guys. The price action of this company, so that we can know if we should waste our time on this, talking about this company or not. Consolidation. This stock is consolidating. Okay, after all those massive craziness back in 2020, 2021, we saw massive sell-off in 2022, from 2021 to 2022. Okay, ending of 2022, and then the company is consolidating right now. Okay, now Another thing I would watch, okay, if this is a good buy or not, is to take a look at what exactly these guys are up to. Okay, advocate. This looks more or less like a boring stock to me. This looks like it's going to be super boring. Okay, just from my own impression, first impression, of course, I could be wrong. Engineered to care, Accolade solutions are engineered to deliver better care on two dimensions: the healthcare we deliver and the personal care we take in each interaction. So now, if you take a look at this price action, you can tell there seems to be something like a breakout. But from what I am seeing, from what these candlesticks have been doing, it's a super boring one. If they have something like FDA approval coming up or something like that, this stock could rally massively. So I'm not going to be paying too much attention to this. But if they have any surprising news, it could rally massively. If not, this looks more or less like a boring, and investors are not really excited about this company. Look at that, not up to 1 million shares. So that is that about that. Now, number 17th, we have 3 more to go, guys. 3 more to go. This one is Part Inc. Class A. We're going to skip that. And let's talk about the 18th, Arcturus Therapeutics Holding. Let's talk about this one. Okay, we are almost done, guys. This is crazy. We are almost done. So let's talk about this company right here. Arcturus Therapeutics. Arcturus. Okay, Arcturus Therapeutics. Let's take a look at this. Arcturus Therapeutics. Arcturus Therapeutics is a global late-stage clinical messenger RNA medicines and vaccines company focused on the discovery, development, and commercialization of therapeutics for rare diseases and vaccines. Okay, this is what they deal with. Rare disease and vaccine. We have proprietary technologies, validating partnership, and an experienced team with deep expertise in delivery and RNA-based therapeutics. Okay, so that's literally their pipeline. Let's take a look at their pipeline and see what they do. They deal with rare disease, for example. So phase 2, pipeline of Arcturus owned mRNA therapeutic candidates. Phase 2, this one right is in phase 2. If you go further down, partnership, partner candidates, yada yada. So you guys can already tell nothing big is going on with this company. Okay, I mean, we don't need to waste our time on that. There's nothing crazy going on. Now let's take a look at the price action of the company. Look at that, nothing is going on here, guys. Look at that. Arcturus Therapeutic Holding, nothing. ARCT, the volume is almost nothing. The volume is almost nothing. Now, this is their earnings, and the expenses is getting out of hand. Look at that. This company is literally running out. It's spending way too much. Way too much. I mean, if I was holding this stock, I would be, worried. Even the market cap is, around that of Bionano Genomics, 527 million. And if you take a look at the price action, don't forget, guys, this is the first time I'm seeing these stocks. Okay, I mean, look at that, selling off massively from 2021 down all the way. 2022 was more or less like a consolidation, nothing, no action, nothing. This looks more or less like a dead zone. Okay, just from 15 years last all the way to 19 years last, 23 years last, and then this more or less consolidating, and this consolidation could continue for God knows when. That's just my own first impression. I could be wrong. Do your own due diligence. Okay, and so could you please review the best 5 of this next time? So okay, absolutely. So now we have ADPT, we have Pac Bio, we have KDX, we have VCYT. So far we have 4 companies so far. Can you imagine, guys? I mean, we are talking about ARK Invest. It's more or less like these guys are not doing their own due diligence, or they are not doing their own homework. If we have the likes of ARK Invest, let me make this a little bit bigger. If we have the likes of ARK Invest, now I have gone through most of all these companies, guys, all the way to 18. Look at that. And so far we found only 4 companies that is worth paying attention to. Only 4 companies. This is crazy. So 19, we have 2 left to go. Then we can talk about Bionano Genomics. Vertex Pharmaceuticals Inc. Let's take a look at this. What exactly this company does, what they are into. Okay, this is just disappointing. I was expecting to find some gem in top 20 of ARK Invest holding. These are their top 20 we are analyzing, guys. In this ETF, they have 48, stocks, 48. We have analyzed like top 20 already, and still all we found is just like 4. Oh yeah. So Vertex, this is the 19th, so Vertex Pharmaceuticals is an American biopharmaceutical company based in Boston, Massachusetts. It was one of the first biotech firms to use an explicit strategy of rational drug design rather than combinatorial chemistry. Too many grammars. Invest in innovation, career, research and development pipeline. Let's take a look at their pipeline, and then we can pipeline. Pipeline. These programs are investigative, yada yada. Going forward, okay. So phase 4. Eva, you can already tell this is a big company. They are making progress. So they have like 4, products in phase 4. This one is in phase 3, and these are about cystic fibrosis. This research right here, cystic. Excuse me. So they have something with CRISPR-Cas9 also still in research, okay. And then this one is, I think this one is a painkiller. They have something with painkiller, additional small molecule. This one is in phase 3. Sickle cell disease, this one is in phase 2 of 3, almost in phase 4, looking good. Beta thalassemia, phase 2 of 3, looking good. Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, I don't know what that is, phase 2. Kidney disease, phase 2 of 3. They have a lot of things going on with them. Anyway, let's go straight to their price action, okay. That is where the secret is, if it is a buy or run away. So you guys can tell. I mean, I could tell it's a company with billions of US dollars in market cap. So you guys can see this is $77.2 billion US dollars in market cap, and the volume is above $1 million US dollars. Okay, 1.4 million US dollars in volume. Not bad. Not even up to what Bionano Genomics is doing. You go further down, they have been beaten. So we could have a candidate here, guys. Look at that. Positive earnings, positive revenue, its revenue has been skyrocketing literally. So that is good. Let's take a look at the price action. Whoa, look at that. 2022, while we have been suffering with Bionano Genomics, this stock has been going higher, all the way from 180 US dollars to almost 325 US dollars per share. While we have been suffering with Bionano Genomics, of course, in 2020 to 2022, while Bngo was rallying in 2021, this stock was selling off for almost 2 years and then rallied in 2022 while we have been suffering. This is one of the reasons why I start to talk about some other companies, okay? Because sometimes when your stock is selling off or consolidating, you could also be looking elsewhere and learning about new companies. So this is a candidate, okay? We are going to be talking about this later. VRTX. This company seems to be, in a bullish run. Look at that. This is what I always tell you guys. The price needs to get above all the moving averages. Look at that, guys. You can see the breakout of this company. If I was watching this stock, I would have jumped into this company right here. Look at that. The price broke to the upside with one candlestick, and since then it was rallying in 2022, consolidating a little bit, selling off, correcting, and then people are buying the dip, correcting, buying the dip, all the way to 325 US dollars from 200 US dollars. So this was also a buying opportunity, for the holders of this company. You could see, okay, any correction is literally a buy until this 200 daily moving average gives up, okay? But so far it almost gave up, back last week, guys. It almost gave up, and then the rally continues. So this could be a beginning of a bear trend. That's why you have to do your own due diligence as well. But so far, you guys can tell this is still in an uptrend until this 200 daily moving average gives up. So I mean, this trend could continue. Okay, this could be a 500 US dollars stock in the next couple of months, for example. Okay, you guys can see the uptrend. Okay, so that is that about that. Let's take a look at the weekly and see how far it's been going higher even. This is the weekly. This is what most of us would love to see with Bionano Genomics. Look at that. all the way from, back in 20 years ago, rallying, going higher, higher, higher. I mean, we could see Bngo, doing this also in the next 20 years if they put all their, things together. Okay, so that is that about that. VRTS is a good stock in my opinion. It is worth watching, but this could also be a double top, and then the sell-off could start. But watch it, do some due diligence. But I'm going to talk about it and again in the future. So now, last but not the least, 10x Genomics. Then we can talk about Bionano Genomics. Okay, so 10x Genomics. Let's take a look at the price action of 10x Genomics. I shared a lot of charts with my channel members already about 10x Genomics, and that there seems to be a breakout going on with 10x Genomics. This is also one of the stocks that I tweet about a lot. 10x Genomics Inc. is an American biology company that designs and manufactures gene sequencing technology. They are into DNA sequencing and RNA, okay, used in scientific research. It was founded in 2012 by Saj yada 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 yada. Revenue $490 million in 2021. Okay, and yada yada. So that is that. Now let's take a look at the price action of 10x Genomics, and then we can talk about some of their products, for example, and see if it's something that you guys are interested in to put some money and make some money in 2023. Okay, now, like I always, the volume is above $1 million, which is good. The market cap is about $5 billion as at Friday closing. And then if you go further down, they missed, but they beat in third quarter of last year, and the analyst estimate is higher, okay, than what they beat in third quarter. And if you guys take a look at this, it seems this company is closing in on profitability. I think I need to find out if there is a breaking news going on about profitability, with 10x Genomics. You guys can already tell this seems to be, the case. I think 10x Genomics is about to be profitable, guys. I think they're about to be profitable. Okay, so let's take a look at the price action of this company. Okay, the price action of 10x Genomics. I shared this with my channel members. As you guys can see, it's still there. Okay, if you want to become a member of the channel, it costs about $3 every month. There was a breakout last week. I shared this with them, and some of them are banking on it right now. There was a breakout on the weekly candlestick. Okay, so, and there is still a long way to go for 10x Genomics. If you want to take a look at where they used to be and where they are at the moment. Okay, back in 2021 they got almost to above $200 per share. Okay, and ARK Invest was buying all this right here until this massive sell-off happened. Now if you take a look at the dailies, guys, this is a buy, this is a breakout. Okay, 10x Genomics. This is a breakout, guys. So I'm going to make a separate video about 6 of these stocks that we just discovered today. Okay, after analyzing 20 top ARK Invest stocks, okay, I discovered 6 stocks that are worth buying from this 20. So 14 of these companies are literally just there for show. Okay, even Exact Sciences Corporation is to me not even a buy. Okay, so 10x Genomics is breaking out, guys. It's breaking out. This is a beautiful breakout. The rally is just going to, it's easy. It's just going to continue if everything is going on fine with them. For example, this is not financial advice. Don't sue me, bro. You guys can see this is a rally, beginning of 2023. Now, if you can buy and hold, okay, and the moving average, look at the moving average. The 50 daily moving average is about to cross the 150. You guys can see the keys of death right there. Look at that keys. I call this keys of death. This is where the short sellers get destroyed. Okay, now 100 needs to move above 200, so we could still see some kind of consolidation with 10x Genomics while all these moving averages correct themselves. Okay, now they could just be on a straight line for a while, be on a straight line, then the curve, the upward, the parabolic rally will continue. So that's that about 10x Genomics. Let's talk about Bionano Genomics and end this video, guys. BNGO and end this video. Bionano Genomics. So what is going on with Bngo? Bionano Genomics, Bionano Genomics, Bionano Genomics. First of all, we have to start like always. Bionano Genomics, what they are into. Bionano Genomics, what they are into, just like every other stocks. Bionano Genomics provides unparalleled structural variation detection for genetic disease research, cancer research, and cytogenomics with optical genome mapping device, the Sapphire device, yada yada. We all know that. The market cap of Bngo, nothing like that right here. The company is too small. Now, 2021, almost 300 employees for Bionano Genomics. Okay, it used to be 77, and then they got big in 2021. That is when Bngo got super big. Look at that, they doubled the number of employees in 2021, and 2022 I think Bngo is now closer to 400 employees, if not even higher than that. Now if we go to the website of Bionano Genomics, go to investors, and then we go to their press release, the most recent one about what they plan to do in. Let's go to the SEC filing, recent scheduled material 8K from January 5th about their preliminary third quarter earnings, okay, of 2022. Okay, if you go further down, you guys can see what they expect to report. Now, preliminary revenue expected to be between 8.1 and 8.4 million US dollars, 29% to 33% increase over Q4 2022, reached installed base of 240 systems as of year-end 2022, 46% increase over year-end. This is good. This is good. Okay, that's good. Of course, I would love to see 50%, but 46 is good. 23 to 26 is also good. Now, revenue for the fourth quarter is expected to be around 8.1 to 8.4 million US dollars, and an increase of 12% to 16%. It's not really big. I'm not really impressed about that. I already shared about that. So we don't need to dive too deep about their preliminary results. Installed base of the Sapphire device total 240. I mean, when is Bionano Genomics likely to be profitable, guys? When is Bngo likely to be profitable? Because according to Pac Bio, they expect to be profitable in 2026. Now, when is Bionano Genomics likely to be profitable? We need to hear from the CEO about that. Let's take a look at the price action of this company, and then we can end this amazing video. Bionano Genomics volume is high. Okay, last week was massive, 7.1 million shares. The average is 7.6. And then we have, the market cap around 537 million, US dollars. They have been missing. And then their expenses has been getting big. There is nothing showing paths to profitability yet. Okay, if you take a look at that. Now, let's take a look at Pacific Biosciences of California, for example. Okay, look at that. Their expenses got reduced and then increased again, unlike Bionano Genomics that it's just increasing bigger. Now let's take a look at the full screen, the price action of Bionano Genomics and what is going on. As you guys can see right here, Bngo is also showing the same sign. We need the price to get above this level for a strong buy signal. Okay, of course the share price of the company has been rising, but we still need to break above this level before this is a strong buy. Okay, I am analyzing this as I have already analyzed other stocks. Okay, so we need to get above this level, 2.20 something US dollars, for Bngo to be a strong buy. Okay, would I be buying this stock right now had it been I didn't buy it already, or I'm not holding? Absolutely not. I would be waiting for this to get above this level, and then we can see that massive parabolic rally. This could get to this level, 2 point something US dollars, and then continue the downtrend depending on the earnings, which is going to be in the next 2 weeks or so. So that is my opinion on Bionano Genomics, just like I have shared with you guys about my opinion on all of these stocks in the ARK Genomic ETF fund, the ticker ARKG. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day, guys. Super tired. I remember your boy Dayo. This is Frunkla. Please remember to smash the like button